Welcome back. Once again, we are here at Pick Your Opponent, PYO MLS Next Pro. We are going to unveil the Western Conference playoff matchups. A quick look at the seedings heading into the West. North Texas, no doubt the cream of the crop in MLS Next Pro, 62 points, plus 24 goal differential. They are a team I'm sure many clubs would like to avoid, but they have the first selection. There is the top 8 in the West. From St. Louis, the Town FC, Tacoma Defiance, LAFC, Ventura County, Whitecaps 2, Houston Dynamo 2. Earlier today, we unveiled the Eastern Conference matchups, and this is how they look. It went to form with the exception of the Philadelphia Union picking New York City FC to make it the 2-6 matchup. We'll go 1-8 with FC Cincinnati and Crown Legacy. And Inter Miami Columbus Crew match up at the 3-7 and 4-5 Chicago Fire 2 and Orlando City B. We welcome you into the Western Conference selections. As you can see, I'm very well accompanied by all 8 teams. I am Max Bretos, and a reminder, we're making history here for the first time here in professional sports and won't be the last. We allow these teams to select their opponents. If you finish first, you get to do that, and we will see what happens. A little editorial from me. In the Eastern Conference matchup, found it very interesting that Philadelphia Union picked New York City FC. For this reason, it's a shorter trip. Maybe food for thought for the guys making selection here to see if they want to maybe get their opponents to go on a long flight in advance of their matchup. But to each their own, we will unveil it here. Remember, Austin FC was selected as the 4 seed by Sporting Kansas City a year ago, and Austin FC went on to win the whole thing. Hope springs eternal. So let us get into the particulars for the Western Conference matchup. Let's go around the 8 sides, beginning with North Texas SC, which was an absolute wagon this year, an incredible defense. We are joined by Michel Garbini, their head coach, and their GM, Matt Denny. St. Louis City 2, really the best team in the West over the beginning of MLS Next Pro. Bobby Murphy, their head coach. Gabriel Makina, the team captain, also joining us here. Hello, gentlemen. The Town FC, the affiliate of San Jose Earthquakes, playing there in Moraga, California. Dan DeGeer joins us, their head coach. Those 3 teams will be making the selections. Now, the rest have to sit and wait to see where they will be playing. We begin with the director of player personnel of the Tacoma Defiance, Corey Sincer. Tacoma Defiance producing so much great talent for their senior club, the Seattle Sounders. The 5 seed making their MLS Next Pro debut in the postseason. It is Junior Gonzalez, Jordan Harvey, 2 quality LA guys there. Also making their debut up the road in Thousand Oaks, it's Ventura County FC. Matt Taylor with that great hair, rocking it with Ventura County, waiting to see who he is going to do. We've got a lot of UCLA for the record here on our panel for this selection process. Welcome, Ventura County FC, Whitecaps FC 2. I'm seeing Ricardo Clark, and the guy hasn't aged a drop. I don't know what your secret is. I'll find out, Ricardo. I can see your cheeky smile there, but he looks exactly the same when I was calling him. I'm going to feel really old. I already feel old, so thanks a lot, you guys. Dante Marcanato also joining us there from Vancouver, and the number 8 seed from Houston Dynamo 2, their interim head coach, Jeremy Hurdle, and their assistant general manager, Nick Prada. All right, so you've got all the introductions. And now we're going to get to the fun part. By the way, if you are tuning in and you're a fan or a player, whoever, on our social media handles or on MLS Next Pro's website, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about the matchups. There are the banners. North Texas, St. Louis City, and then the 3 seed there as well. They'll be making the selections. That is the Town FC. Let us go to Arlington, Texas, a team that I don't think anybody wants to see in these postseasons. It is North Texas SC, and we will hand it out to their coach, Michel Garbini, to begin the evening or the afternoon. Who will you be selecting as your playoff opponent?
Thanks. We're really excited being in the playoffs after missing last year, and having the first pick is definitely, we're fortunate to have a first pick. But we're also a challenge because every team we could pick is a real strong opponent. So that being said, we're going to pick Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2.
Vancouver Whitecaps SC2, the 7 seed. So a little off kilter. It'll be the 1 seed North Texas SC. And Vancouver is going to be making the long trip. Michelle, what did you put into the thought process of selecting Vancouver? Why was that the right team for your opening matchup?
So Vancouver has been a very good season. They play really well, but we want to try ourselves. So we want to go out there and make sure that we're ready for the playoffs. And Vancouver is going to be a tough opponent for us, but we want to make sure that we can challenge ourselves.
Let's go. Let's shift the page here to the Vancouver Whitecaps. Ricardo, 34 times representing our country. I have that correct. 34 caps. Man has been in so many great ones. Dante, what is your reaction? Was that what you might have expected from North Texas?
Yeah, we were ready for whatever, to be honest. So with that, yeah, we've had some good matchups against North Texas this year. I think we've gone 1-1 with one of our wins being in penalties and them beating us at home here. So it'll be a good grudge match, right? And what better way to do it in the playoff match, right? So yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge. They've been a great team this year, well coached. So yeah, it'll be a great development opportunity for our guys in the postseason, and yeah, we're ready for it.
This will all happen on the weekend of October 18th, 19th, and 20th. Grudge match. We love those. Market North Texas SC versus Whitecaps FC2, the 1 versus the 7 in that first matchup. So that brings us up to St. Louis City 2, a team that has made some deep runs. We know the folks up there in St. Louis are tuned in to see. They love their St. Louis City there, and that's been a club that has produced so many talented players for their senior team. So let's go to Bobby Murphy. Bobby, what Vancouver's off the board? Your selections, you can go either the 5 LAFC, Ventura County the 6, the 8 Houston Dynamo 2.
Yeah, we're grateful to be here. It's been a great season, and congratulations to everyone. I think it's a formidable group sitting around this video call right now. But with our pick, we select LAFC.
LAFC is the selection. So St. Louis City, a team that Bobby is very well familiar with this postseason process, making some runs there. Why was this the right pick? Why was LAFC the pick?
Well, we looked at across the board, and competition wise, everybody's formidable. And we think one of the challenges in this league is the travel and the time differences and everything else. And so, we were going to take a West Coast team, and having just seen Ventura a couple weeks ago, it came down to LA. So, and I love Junior. I can't wait to hang out with him. We'll get some coffee.
Thanks for all that data, Bobby. That's great. Gabrielle, you were on the call. Why was it important for a player to be here? Because we don't get a lot of players, but it's good to see them.
Yeah, I mean, our group is really tight with our coaching staff and everyone here. So Bobby came through and asked a lot of the guys what we think. So the input from the team was really important in this decision. So good to be here.
Good to see you. Best of luck to St. Louis City too. Junior, who's going to pick up the tab for the dinner you and Bobby are going to have?
I'm hoping Jordan.
This is exciting because, LAFC 2 took their lumps last year. You came in the post and not only making the playoffs, big, strong finish, finishing 5th. What do you think about this matchup with St. Louis?
No, I think for sure it was a fun venue to play in. You're playing in their stadium, strong team. Bobby and I go way back, so it's always nice to coach against a friend and a colleague at one point. But I think it's really good experience. We had a really interesting game. The last time we played there, we almost pulled off a little bit of a comeback. We struggled in our start of the game, but for a young developing team, I think it'd be awesome to play in that type of venue against such a strong team. And it's been a great season. We've been able to develop a lot of younger players and integrate some of the older guys that we have. So we're excited for that matchup, and both teams are going to try to play good football, which is important. So yeah, we're excited.
We're excited. We had 1 versus 7, and now we have the 2 versus 5. Jordan, seeing this process develop, seeing these kids go, from wet behind the ears to being a playoff team. What does that mean for you and you guys who are developing these guys on a regular basis?
Well, first off, I heard Ventura had a terrible travel itinerary, so we're going to ask John Thorne to dust off the charter and get us there direct. No, it's been exciting. It's been exciting to see the growth. Junior and the staff has done a tremendous job getting these guys ready each and every week. The movement that we've seen going up to the first team, academy players coming up and contributing to the second team has been amazing. And this will just be an amazing opportunity to continue their development and give them the experiences that we're looking for so they can continue on to the first team eventually.
Brilliant. There we go. Number 2 seed St. Louis City, the 5 seed LAFC, and a reminder that those final spots, the decision day went down to the wire. So a lot of clubs didn't know they were going to make the postseason or their seed. Here we are, LAFC getting on the right side of it. The Town FC, they're in Moraga, California. NorCal in the house, finishing third. They are the third and final team to make a selection. Breathing room between them and fourth place Tacoma Defiance. So the Town FC, Dan Daguerre is going to make the selection. Your choices will be Ventura County FC, the 6th seed, and the 8th seed Houston Dynamo 2.
The Town FC selects Houston.
Dan, were you surprised? The 8th seed's still out there. Houston, you probably figured it might have been the selection for North Texas, St. Louis City. So, all due respect, but the 8th seed, that seemed like the right choice for you guys.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. We've also only played him once. We played him back in May 3rd. So we'd like a rematch. We know it's going to be an exciting game, and we're excited to have him up.
And it's a short bus ride for Ventura County. You got to let them off the hook like that. You got to let them get on the plane. Get on that Southwest flight, or maybe you get the charter as well. We'll talk to Ventura in a moment, but let's talk to Jeremy Hurdle, 8th seed. Jeremy, are you surprised it took that long to hear Houston Dynamo 2 coming off the board in the matchups?
I guess we have a little bit of respect in the group, and there's some travel things that are playing out here as well. But no, excited for the matchup for sure.
You left at the last minute to qualify on decision day. You beat Vancouver, was 2, which was in there. Your team obviously is going to be a bit of the underdog here. How are you going to approach this challenge against the Town FC, getting on flight out to NorCal to try and make some history?
Yeah, I mean, like Dan said, we haven't played them since May, but we'll be confident. Obviously, we're riding a little bit of a wave right now, and I think the group does pretty well with an underdog mentality. So we'll be going in there with confidence for sure.
Nick, how's this year been for you? I mean, obviously the goals that you have set and some of the development of the players, how have you seen it from your view?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's been a really successful year, not only to make the playoffs, but to field one of the youngest teams in the league. And we've had a slow start to the year, and we had a lot of ground to make up. But I think that was due to playing a lot of young players early on, and those players needed to take their lumps. And I think now we have some momentum, and we're happy to continue the season, getting in on the last day. And again, we know going to the Town, it's going to be a really cool environment in Moraga. It's a wonderful setting, and our team's evolving. And I think we're a different team now than when we played them, and they would probably say the same. So it'll be an exciting matchup for us that we're really looking forward to.
We're looking forward to it. I mean, the support, this is playoff action now to get out there and again see the Stars of Tomorrow in this kind of forum. Very exciting. We've had some interesting bracket numbers, the 1 versus the 7, the 2 versus the 5, the 3 versus the 8. So we love that, by the way. So everything going off kilter. And this is why we do pick your opponent. So put the ball in the court of the teams to see where they will fall. No selection required for our final matchup. And this was another mouth-watering one. Tacoma Defiance taking on the Ventura County FC. So Tacoma Defiance getting through there. Corey, you're on there. This is a matchup that is a surprise for you. How did you see this whole process and the matchup you ended up with?
Yeah, look, I mean, all of these opponents are good, and we're going to prepare for whoever we face. Ventura County, curiously, is the only of the 4 opponents that we didn't beat this year. They took 2 results from us on the road, and they beat us in penalties up at Starfire. Matt's done a great job with him this year, and I second your comments about his hair. It's luxurious, and I could probably borrow some of it myself. But look, we have a good rivalry with this group. Previously as Los Dos, dating back to the USL days. So what better opportunity to hopefully exercise some demons than by seeing them in the playoffs? And we look forward to welcome them up to the Northwest next weekend. It's gonna be great.
Red hot offense, 59 goals, but challenging for Tacoma there, Corey, obviously, because a lot of guys have been shot up to the senior team, but still Tacoma Defiance and Starfire. What a great to see a game. And I know the folks in Seattle, Tacoma, and the surrounding areas will come out in force for Ventura County FC. Gordon Kleshton also joining us. So, gentlemen, you got to be, I mean, time will tell, but this obviously alleviates crossing time zones and getting on. I mean, I don't, maybe you do the quick flight, but is this a matchup that you feel good about coming into the quarterfinals?
I think coming into it, I think all the teams in the top four have quality, and that's why they ended up there. But we've had some really great battles so far with Tacoma this year, and I mean every game has been packed with goals. So I'm excited to get up there, and I think the group is really excited. Whoever was coming our way, and I think we're expecting at Starfire a good little environment. I think it's a great place to start the playoffs.
It's very excited, and I got confused. You're obviously going to take the plane up there. I mean, it's not San Jose. I got a little confused. So, Gordon, great year for LA Galaxy, top to bottom. How have you? Obviously, the senior team leading the way in the Western Conference, but that trickled down here as you were able to develop some good players through Ventura County FC. How would you rate what they've been able to do and the great job Matt's been able to do as well?
Yeah, it's a credit to Matt and his staff. I think they've really turned things around, considering last year we were bottom of the table, and to becoming a competitive, steady team. He's created a great environment. The players are, improving every day, and I think that you've seen the players move from the second team to the first team and on permanent contracts. And I think this is what this project's about. We're excited about the match. I think this is going to be a great thing for their development, and we look forward to traveling up north and seeing Corey and his group soon.
You see, everyone's talking about MLS Next Pro and what it's all about. It works. You heard it from the source there, the coaches, the executives telling you all about it. And you guys did great. I'll look forward to seeing some of you guys in our semifinal show, but only half of you will make it. But best of luck to all of you. We look forward to seeing those games on MLS Next Pro and the matchups that we'll see. Let's go through them very quickly. For you listening at home, it will be North Texas SC, the top seed, the best team in MLS Next Pro, regardless of conference. They have selected Whitecaps FC 2, the 7 seed, St. Louis City 2, the 2nd seed, who have made deep runs in this tournament in years past. They selected the 5 seed LAFC, the 3 seed, the Town FC. Up there in Moraga will face the 8 seed Houston Dynamo 2. They had to wait for the 3rd pick to find out their destination. And finally, Tacoma Defiance, the 4 seed, will face Ventura County FC. Gentlemen, best of luck. 2 weeks to prepare yourself. You can begin the hostilities towards your opponent now that you know them. Thanks for seeing all these beautiful faces out here, and we'll see you very soon, MLS Next Pro. Get out and watch these guys play. It's going to be fantastic action. On behalf of everyone who's able to put this together, I'm Max Bretos. We'll see you for the unveiling of the next stage in the semifinals.